Hey, I'm John Thelen, host of Destination Fish TV. You know, one of my favorite things to do is to troll crankbaits. I love trolling cranks because when it comes down to it, I think I catch more and bigger fish, especially through those midsummer time periods. But one of the biggest challenges over the years that I have found is how do you store crankbaits? And what's an efficient way to store them so that in the boat you can get to them easy and do everything you want to do? Well, here's been the standard way of dealing with crankbaits for years. You use a standard size tray, you lift them out, and look what happens. Out this comes, and then you got to sit and shake these cranks and do everything in your power to try to get them to come untangled. You know, it's just been about the best thing we've had over the years. There just hasn't been a whole lot of options. But let me show you something. Flambeau has come up with an option, and it's a better option. It's the best one I've ever seen. It's right here. This is called the Flambeau Crank Bank, okay? It's brand new. And I'll tell you, this thing is really, really cool because what I'm going to show you when I open this up, you're going to say, oh man, I've never seen anything like this, and it does everything I need. So here's the deal. Number one, it is a completely sealed tray, a completely sealed system. And what this system allows me to do is know that I can put my crankbaits in there and I'm not going to have anything get wet. It's all going to stay sealed. It's got the seal all the way around the top, okay? It's also got Z-Rust built in. The Z-Rust infused system makes it so that I can put a wet crankbait in there and none of my hooks are gonna develop any rust, okay? It works chemically to make sure that it will not allow rust to happen. But here's the big thing. Now watch this. Every one of these cups is removable. That cup comes right up and out of there, and all you gotta do is tip this down and out comes that crank. And look at that. That quick, I'm unhooked, I'm not tangled up. Every one of these cups is gonna hold 2 to 3 crankbaits, okay? And you can just drop them in like that. It's real easy, and it goes right back in there. Now there's 24 cups in the crank bank. So when you look at 2 to 3 cranks per, you can get a ton of crankbaits in here. And the other thing that's really cool, I want to show you this. I can actually take a few of these cups out to show you. Down at the bottom of this is a system that holds each one of these individual cups. So watch this. I can tip it down this way and none of those cups just tip or fall. So it actually all stays together for you. So not only is it easy for storing your cranks, and it's gonna have the Z-Rust system in it so that you don't gotta worry about your cranks rusting, and it's small enough that it's gonna fit in a compartment. Here's the other thing, it's efficient in the boat. No more trying to untangle crankbaits, shaking them, getting your fingers, you know, nipped by a hook or whatever it may be. This system right here, this is the best crankbait storage system that I have seen in years. It's called the Flambeau Crank Bank, and you're gonna wanna get a bunch of these. This is one of the only ones in existence right now. They're just coming out. Here's the thing about this thing right here. I'm gonna have a pile of them in my boat, because let me show you something. Not only can you store them anywhere in any of your standard compartments, when you look at compartments like what I have in the side, this crank bank is small enough that it's going to be able to go in compartments like that too. So you're going to get it in sidewall compartments, you're going to get it in floor compartments. No matter where you want to store it, you're going to be able to put it there and count on your cranks being in great shape and untangled. That's a cool system right there.